Morning, dear students. Dear students, we are already learned about the motion of the earth, here students. So in which we talked about the two types, that is the revolution and the rotation and the revolution. So yes students, in today's class we are going to learn about the summer solstice, winter solstice and the equinox. So students, as we know that the 21st June, the northern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun and its rays directly falls in the Tropic of Cancer. It is the reason for the areas which receives more heat and the areas which receives the more heat near the pole received less heat. It is because of the rays of sun are slanting toward the pole north, inclined toward the sun, and the Arctic Circle placed got daylight here for about 6 months. How many months, students? Here it's about 6 months, since the north hemisphere getting large portion light from the sun. It is summer in many regions here, students. In the north of the equator on 21st June occurring, we got the longest day and the shortest night at the northern equator places here, students. So at the same time, what happened here, students? At the same time, all these conditions are reversed in the southern hemisphere. In the winter seasons, places near the southern hemisphere got longer days. Then the days show this position of the longer days here, students. So this position of the earth is called the summer solstice. Okay students, the position of this is called the summer solstice. So if we talk about the winter solstice here, student, Tropic of Capricorn receives direct sun raw as the south pole tilted towards it. So it has happened in the 22nd December. 22nd December. So here students, in this area, the large portion of the hemisphere area here, student, get light when the sun raw falls vertical at the Tropic of Capricorn. Here we will see the 23.5 degree from the southern hemisphere. In the summer, we see longer day and a shorter night in the southern hemisphere, and in the northern hemisphere we see its reverse. It happens, this position of the earth is called the winter solstice. That's why here, student, in Australia they celebrate the Christmas in the summer season. So let us talk about the equinox. So here, student, the direct sun rays fall on the equator without the poles, which tilt toward the sun. The whole earth experienced equal day and equal night on 21st March here. 21st March. Okay students, and 21st March, and this is called as the equinox here, students. So as we see the autumn season in the northern hemisphere and spring season in the southern hemisphere on the 23rd September and on 21st March, 21st March, we see spring season in northern hemisphere students, and autumn season in the southern hemisphere. So students, all these changes and all these changes in the days and all the changes in the seasons happens only because of the rotation and the revolution of the earth students. So dear students, in today's class we learned about the continuous part of the last part of the motion of the earth, that is the summer solstice, winter solstice and equinox, and the season changes. Okay students, so that's all for today's class students. Thank you.